What's going on, guys? Laxa here. So, I don't make these videos very often, but I just wanted to talk today about something that happened here in the US. I know a lot of people that listen to me aren't from the US, so I'm going to try and be as broad as possible when I talk about these things and, start from the beginning and work my way to the end, cover all bases. But there's a lot of emotions being thrown all over the place here in the US by everyone at that. And it's not anger, it's not happiness, it's not sadness. It's just a mixture of a bunch of emotions. And I want to talk about what happens. I want to break things down. And then I just want to talk about a couple thoughts that I'm having here. So, with that, I'm going to pull this up and break the ice. Hey, there was an attempted assassination on President Trump, and let's watch it, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, break it down, and then we're gonna talk about it. Okay.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Moving his hair. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Up. Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Move his hair.
Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
You ready?
Go. Go.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Good to move. We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're clear.
Sir, come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on. Your head is bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. My shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
So, it was an attempt on Trump's life, and there's a couple things I want to talk about here. First,
If you want to.
so one thing that you'll notice here is in this scene is we have President Trump here looking off this way at his rally, and what he does is he likes to put up screens, and he likes to put images and stuff like that or videos on them so everybody can see and they know exactly what he's looking at, so he's not just holding papers in front of him. And in this scene you will see him looking this way at his image that he's displaying. And what you'll see is when he looks this way, his head's not looking this way, and your head is longer than it is wide. So at this point, the angle in which the shooter is taking has a smaller target. If Donald Trump, by the way, hit his ear, his right ear, if he was looking towards the camera, if President Trump was looking towards the camera, the shot would have hit him right back here in the spinal cord area and instantly killed him. And so I want to say that we're lucky, or he's lucky, or the United States in general are lucky that he was looking this way. And watch, you'll see him kind of like move his head up and down and look around, and you'll see his head go this way a little bit too,
Really see something
right before the
that said,
shots go off. You see, he looks this way,
take a look at what
he
happened.
looks that way, and his head quickly goes down, not as a reaction, but as he looks this way, and right then and there, the shots were taken, and at this point in time, the bullets are coming, or the bullets pass by and hit him in the ear. And what does he do? He grabs his ear because that's where it hit him. And so, at this point in time, we're very lucky that he did this. And you know, I don't want to sit here and say I'm like a fanboy or anything for Trump, because I'm just a guy that has an open mind and pays attention to everybody and everything. But one thing that he said that really resonated with me is when the media was attacking him nonstop, and they said, "Who do you support? Ukraine or Russia? Who do you support? Who do you support?" And this is what got me. This is what instantly got me 100% behind Trump. Is he said, "I just want people to stop dying. I don't want there to be any more death." And as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, this is the man I'm voting for right here. You know? And what did they do after that? They continued to try and put pressure on him. Well, who do you support? Who do you support? Who do you support? And it's just like, this is what the media does. And I'm not just talking about CNN because it was on CNN. I'm talking about all these, 3-letter and / medias in general. The CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS, even publications like New York Times, NPR, all this stuff. It's always the same thing. And we're just very lucky that this didn't kill the president. So, President Trump. So, anyways, at this point in time, moving forward, after the shots were taken, you'll hear bang, bang, bang. These first 3 shots. These 3 shots were the shooter. One hit Trump. The other one hit a bystander, killing them, and the other one critically wounded another person at the rally. And then you'll hear like 4 or 5 more shots here. Those shots were from the Secret Service that was right behind Trump, right over here, right over his head. There's a building with a sniper on it who was looking in this direction. That's the reason why I'm saying it's in this general direction, and instantly neutralizing this target. And with that, I want to talk about you know what? Let's talk about this. I had my phone between texts and phone calls was off the hook today, because a lot of people talk to me about, or they want to know my opinions on these kinds of things, because I am very open and knowledgeable about everything that's going on in the U.S. I don't want to say it's the only thing I do, because obviously I try and make content here on YouTube for everybody, but I had a lot of people calling and texting me, and actually, one of the people that that asked me was my brother. My brother said, "Hey, I want to know your thoughts on what happened." It's like, my thoughts on what happened, like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, "Tell me, what's going on? What are you thinking?" And I'm like, "You want to know what I'm thinking?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "I'll make it very simple. 2 words. Actions, consequences. 2 words. That's it. And by that, I mean actions. And what we're seeing now, are the consequences of actions being taken. And those actions are not just actions, those are call to actions between whether it's celebrities, whether it's media, all these people calling and asking for this to happen. And one thing I really want to point out is all these media companies in general, all of them, they all love to push this agenda that, Trump is Hitler, Trump is evil, Trump is bad, Orange Man evil. What's one thing that everybody always asks is, hey, if you can go back in time and kill baby Hitler, would you do it? Well, the person that took the shot that's probably what he's thinking. It's been drilled into his mind for the last 7-8 years. Orange Man bad, Orange Man Hitler, Orange Man Nazi, Orange Man Trump is evil. And so what is he doing? He's answering that call. Actions, consequences. These are the consequences of the media's actions for the last 7 or 8 years. I'm just going to throw that out there. And with that, I'm probably going to be insanely demonetized or something by YouTube for saying something like that. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just trying to talk about things from my point of view. That's my honest opinion. But, circling back to the beginning of the video, when I was talking about emotions, I think the one emotion that I have right now is just, I'm relieved, relieved that things weren't worse than they were, thankfully Trump made a recovery. He is safe. It was just, he only got shot in the ear, thankfully, and he's okay and standing up right now. And with that, I'm not trying to draw a line or make a barrier between one side and the other. I really want everybody to come together, in the U.S. I want people to love each other. There's not enough love in this world. There's too much hate in this world, and I just really want both sides, or I should say everybody from the political spectrum, to come together and say, you know what? Let's stop this fighting. Let's be friends. Let's work this out. And, we can only hope and pray that is the case. But, I mean, in the end, it's going to be the same thing. They've already, crossed the Rubicon, so to say, and this is where we end up at, unfortunately. Actions, consequences.